two of the biggest mistakes homeowners make when selling their home. Let's dive right into this. So number one, price. Price in so many different ways messes up so many people's process of getting their home sold, and I'm going to tell you how. One of the main reasons price gets in the way is because most people overprice their properties, and then they correct that price too slow, and then they end up falling behind the market. So what I mean by that is picture a curve that starts up here and curves down here. If you price your property, here's the market, you price your property here, and let's say the market is cooling down and it's slowing down a little bit, and you keep doing price drops and you're doing price drops, but the market's also slowing down and you're doing price drops. You're constantly trying to catch up to the market, and you're never going to actually be where the market is willing to pay. So that's where pricing comes into play so much. There's a lot of factors that really go into that. Because once you get down here and you're chasing the market and it's gotten lower and lower and lower, your days on the market are racking up higher and higher. And so many people that watch homes on the market, they see, oh, this home's been on the market 90 days, 100 days, 200 days. They're going to sit there and lowball you because they think something's wrong, or they think that you're desperate. So you're not going to necessarily get someone that sees the value of your home. You need to price your home so it sells within 30 to 60 days. 45 is like that sweet spot. So you don't want to price it so low that it sells instantly and you lose equity, but you don't want to price it so high to where it sits on the market, because about 3 months on the market it starts to get really stale. So there's a sweet spot. So there's a couple details, so I don't make this video too long, that you can kind of figure out how to price your property. One, immediately look at the homes in your area. See if signs are going up and signs are going down, meaning that people are actually buying the houses that are on the market in your area. If they're not, then you know that you probably need to price it right on the money or a little bit below of what the market is willing to bear, because if you price it exactly what you feel it's worth, other people are not trying to buy in your area, and you're then rolling the dice hoping that your home is something amazing that they've never seen before, and that's going to make them jump on it. It's not likely to happen. So you need to price it a little bit below or right on the money with it. You just need to go right in there and be aggressive with it. Don't overprice it, because you're going to be hurting in the end. Another thing is there's absorption rate that you can use to show how much inventory is on the market and how quickly things are selling. So those are some things you can look at. But I don't want to get into too much detail of telling you all these things of exactly how to do it. I mean, I guess that's what a real estate agent is for. If you want some help with that, reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to help you out in pricing. But let's go on to tip number 2, not number 4, number 2. So tip number 1 is pricing, and tip number 2 is, well, marketing and exposure. This is the number 2 problem that people have when it comes to selling a home, because even if you price your property correctly and you get it dead on the money and you don't really have anybody seeing your home, you don't have any showings, you don't have anybody checking it out, you don't really have any interest, you're just sharing it on Facebook, you've uploaded it to Zillow, you don't know what's going on. Marketing and exposure is your number 2 problem, and that's honestly what I feel where real estate agents kind of earn their keep. I know at least that's where we kind of earn our keep, is because our job, I'm going to talk about agents for a minute, is our job, as in my job as my brokerage, we expose our listings to as many people as possible that are most likely to buy that home. We don't want to just blast it or put it on a billboard or just put it in the newspaper. We want to selectively target and place beautiful pictures, beautiful videos, the right imagery, calls to action in front of the people that are most likely to buy your property. If you don't have a real estate agent that can do that for you, then you probably need to keep looking for a new real estate agent. And that's actually going to go into the checklist option that I have below. It's a checklist that's going to give you the top 5 questions that you should ask any real estate agent if you're considering hiring them. So say, for instance, you try and sell a home on your own. You can't get it sold, so you're like, all right, I'm going to go ahead and bite the bullet and go ahead and hire a real estate agent because I can't keep dealing with this. I don't have time, whatever it is. You need to hire a real estate agent, but you need to hire the right one. You don't want to just hand it off to someone that just got their license and doesn't have a clue of what they're doing, or someone that's been in the business too long and just wants to stick a sign in your yard and think that's going to work. So don't do either of those. Get the list below. It's going to tell you exactly what questions to ask those potential agents, from, if they adjust commission, if you can cancel the contract, all kind of things like that. So go ahead and click that list. I want to thank you for your time. This video is running long. That's why I don't want to keep wasting your time. Either way, I really appreciate you signing up, being curious about the value of your home. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to help you in any endeavors when it comes to selling your home. But if you don't, at least click that list and hire the right agent to represent you. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.